Hello students, welcome back to the video. So in this video I'll be solving all the 5 marks problems starting from the section B. So let us start. Question number 11. So this question is from single entry system. Mr. Sagar kept his books under single entry system on 1/1/2025. His assets and liabilities are as follows. Bank overdraft 2000, outstanding expenses 4000, land and building 56,000, machinery 37,000, stock 45,000, bills receivable 15,000, debtors 23,000, cash 1,000 and creditors 21,000. So calculate the opening capital of the business. So basically this question is very simple. All we have to do is we have to separate assets and liabilities. So in this problem the uh, assets are, first let me explain about the assets because it is very easy to understand. Assets are land and building, machinery, stock, bills receivable, debtors and cash, and remaining three are liabilities, that are bank overdraft 2000, outstanding expenses and creditors. So the solution is like this. You have to prepare a balance sheet like uh, format. So liabilities amount, assets amount. In this side you have to write all the liabilities, that is bank overdraft, outstanding expenses and creditors, and on the asset side you have to copy down all the assets. Then you have to add the asset side first, so you will get 1,77,000. Then you have to find a balancing figure on the liability side, that is here. That is when you take 1,77,000 from here, write it down in this column. Then you have to subtract these amounts like 1,77,000 minus 2,000 minus 4,000 and minus 21,000. So the balancing figure or the answer what you will get is called the capital. So as simple as that. Let us move on to the 12th question. 12th question is from royalty. So we have they have asked us to prepare a royalty chart. Okay, Alnavar Mine Company took stone mine from the Harvard Company at a royalty of rupees 4. So this is very important. Royalty charges rupees 4 per ton stone raised with the minimum rent of 20,000. This is also very important point. 20,000 is the minimum rent. Each year excess of minimum rent over royalty, that is the recoupment time what they have given is next 2 years. So there are two things which there are three things which is to be noted here. The first thing is this royalty, that is rupees 4. Then the next thing is minimum rent, that is rupees 20,000. Then the next very important point is the recoupment time, that is next 2 years. So these three things. Then the year they have given us 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Then the output, this is the output. Now let us prepare a chart. So for the solution you will be needing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. So the first column is very simple. You have to copy down all the years from the question, so these years will come here. The second column is also easy, that is the output will be coming here. The output, this will be coming here as it is. The actual royalty charged here is rupees 2. This is given in the sorry, it is rupees 4, that is given in the question. So 4, actual royalty is 4. Now how to get this column? Very easy. 3,500 into 4, it will give you 14,000. 4,000 into 4, it will give you 16,000. 5,500 into 4, it will give you 22,000. 8,000 into 4, it will give you 32,000. Now, after that, you have to go for this minimum rent. Minimum rent is a simple copy paste. So take 20,000 from here. They have given it in the question, and write it down for all the years 20, 20, 20, 20. Then what about this deficit column? Deficit column is also easy. You have to minus the third column from the fourth column, that is actual royalty and minimum rent. See here, 14,000 minus 20,000, it will come as minus 6,000. In deficit we should enter only if the answer comes in minus, that is 14 minus 20,000, it comes as 6,000. 16,000 minus 20,000, it comes as 4,000. So What about this column? Next, third column is 22,000 minus 20,000. The answer will be in plus 2,000. That's why it will become nil. So remember, in deficit, you should make the entry only if the answer comes negative. Positive numbers does not fit in deficit. Similarly, for the fourth year, 32,000 minus 20,000. So the answer is coming in positive. So I will make it as nil. So always remember, deficit is third column minus fourth column only if the answer is in negative. Then recoverable. To understand the recoverable column, we should understand the concept of recoupment time. Now, the recoupment time here is next 2 years. Whenever he says next 2 years, we should skip the first year and try to recover the money in the next 2 years. That is, the deficit for the first year is 6,000 and the recoupment time, that is the recoverable time, is next 2 years. So for the first year, the recoupment time will be, or the recovering time will be this year and this year. That is the second year and the third year. Now, this 6,000 is to be recovered in this year and this year. In the second year, there is no money. It is already in deficit, so you cannot recover here. Now, what about the third year? In the third year, there is a profit of 20, there is a profit of 2,000. Now, how did I get it? 22,000 minus 20,000. The answer was in plus, right? So that same number is the profit. 2,000 is the profit. Now, this 6,000 is to be recovered in this and this year according to the condition. Now, this 6,000 is, out of this 6,000, 2,000 is recovered here, then the remaining 4,000 is irrecoverable. It goes here. Now, even if there is profit in this fourth year, you cannot recover this 6,000 here, because the recoupment time for this 6,000 is the next 2 years, that is this and this, only these two. Now, I'll explain the next deficit. Please see here. The For this 4,000, the recoupment time is this year and this year, that is the third year and the fourth year, because for this year the next 2 years are third year and fourth year, right? So this 4,000 is to be recovered here or here. Now let me check with this year. In the third year there was a profit of 2,000. It is already been given for this 6,000. So there is no question of this year helping it. Now, what about this fourth year? In fourth year, there's a profit. See, 32,000 minus 20,000, there's a profit of 12,000. So, out of this 12,000, this 4,000 is paid here. So, this 4,000 is paid here in this year's profit. So, this is partially, it is paid here, and the remaining 4,000 becomes irrecoverable. This 4,000 is easily paid from this year's profit, and it is written here. Now let us see see about the last column, that is amount payable column. To understand the amount payable column, you should keep a finger on royalty and then the other finger on deficit or recoverable. See, 14,000 for deficit I have written as plus. That means 14,000 plus 6,000 gives you 20,000. 16,000 plus 4,000 gives you 20,000. 22,000, there is no plus entry, there is a minus entry because it is in recoverable. So 22,000 minus 2,000 gives you 20,000. Then next 32,000 minus 4,000 gives you 28,000. So once again, the amount payable column, you should have one finger on your royalty column. So this is fixed. If you have deficit in the same line, then add it. If you have recoverable, then subtract it. Once again, 14,000 plus 6,000, 20,000. 16,000 plus 4,000, 20,000. 22,000 minus 2,000, because it is in recoverable column, minus 2,000, 20,000. 32,000 minus 4,000, 28,000. At the last, if your problem is right, then you should add all the royalty amounts. That is, you should add this column, it will come as 84,000. You should add the amount payable column, it will come as 88,000. Usually these two columns have the same total, but if there is a balancing figure, then the exact balancing figure should be in the irrecoverable column. So in this problem, the royalty total was 84,000 and the amounts payable total was 88,000. The balancing figure between these two columns was 4,000, that is exactly present in irrecoverable column. So this is how you should solve this problem. Um, in the next video, I'll be solving the next question. So please do watch it. Thank you.